This is the USS Kingsville, the Navy's newest trimaran LCS or littoral combat ship. Today we're on the bridge with the captain, and he's showing us how he drives this beast, only 2 days before its commissioning ceremony in downtown Corpus Christi. To honor this ship in the historic city of Kingsville, Texas, the mayor of Kingsville himself requested a T-45 flyover, and we've happily obliged. Stay tuned. I'll show you what we did and how we did it. Cheers. Welcome to Growler Jams. In the training command, we do a lot of formation practice. Normally 2, 3, and 4 ship administrative and tactical formation keeping. However, today we're going to fly in a unique 4-ship formation known as the diamond formation. We don't normally practice this formation because there's no real tactical or administrative reason for it, except that it looks really cool from the ground and it takes a tremendous amount of skill to perfect airborne. So today is 1 day before the flyover, and we've taken off from Kingsville, headed up towards Corpus Christi, and are overflying downtown right now. Let's freeze the frame for a sec so you can cage yourself and see the USS Lexington, the USS Kingsville, and the Hook Stadium, all in the downtown Corpus area. You see me flying the jet from the right wingman position. Across from me in the left wingman position is Liddy, and Blomer's in the slot, just outside of the camera field of view, leaving Clover and Squeezer to lead the 4-ship. Our goal is to check in with Lethal 27 downtown by the ship and run through a few scenarios where we get to work on arriving overhead the ship on time and in perfect diamond formation. Lethal 27 will take a video and we'll be able to look at our formation and make any adjustments that's required for tomorrow so that we can demonstrate our discipline as naval aviators and best represent the city of Kingsville and Training Air Wing 2. All right, let's get to it. Lethal 27, how we looking so far?
And Lethal 1-1, there's a little bit of a cloud deck over the bay. I can't tell how high it is, but it shouldn't affect you where you guys are holding and where the ship is. Roger, should not be a factor.
All right, so we've pushed from the initial point. Our speed brakes are out, our hooks are down, our throttles are up, and we're trying to be as loud as we can possibly be in these little goshawks.
Traffic inside 12 o'clock, 5 low, 2 miles.
And Clover's doing his best to go around that traffic in order to make this flyover work.
30 seconds. 3, tighten up a little.
Now we bring it in as much as we can. From the front seat, I'm looking down the wing line, making sure I maintain that bearing line. I'm looking at the tailpipe of the lead aircraft, making sure that it's flush on the end. Any further out, and it'll appear ellipse-shaped, and I'll be out of position, giving my family 7 generations of shame. Don't want that. Wiggling my fingers and my toes, switching to the slot cam now, as we overfly downtown in the Lex. There she is. How you doing? Now we're coming off to the right. Hey, Lethal 27, how we look?
Speed brakes. Now. Looked really good, guys, from Lethal 27.
Speed brakes are in, and the slot goes to the starboard side. And here's what it'll look like from the ground. Let's rewind and look at that one more time so we can break it down. If you go a little further and stop tape. Okay, looks like there's 2 things we can work on. The slot is just a little bit too far aft. We'll have him push it up. And secondly, dash 2 on Lee's left side is a little bit looser than me on the right side. We'll take that back to the debrief and work it out tomorrow. Easy day. All right, it's execution day. Here we are in Atlantic Aviation and CRP, and Clover, aka Lethal 11, is leading the brief. With our brief complete, now it's time to check in on the old guys. Looks like they're exhausted already. All right, time to get dressed and put our pilot pants on. G-suits on, gloves on, harnesses are on, and now it's time for a roll call. There's Blomer and Growler Jams. There's Squeezer. Clover. Good day, sir. Liddy. Hey, that's one heck of a fade, Marine. There's the golden ticket winner. He has no name. And there's Juice. Hey, Juice. He's got one more. There he is. Poison. All right, let's walk to the jets. And now it's time for check-in. With all 4 jets up and ready, it's time to taxi past these Apaches, Blackhawks, and the lone Chinook to runway 13.
Lethal 1-1, Corpus Tower, only 13, clear for takeoff. Which way you headed? Lethal 1-1, clear takeoff, right 13, it'll be right turnout, the aircraft at 3,500. Lethal 1-1, roger, change to departure. Lethal 1, switch in departure.
Alright, this is a 4-second go, so Clover and Squeezer are on the go. 4 seconds later, Liddy goes. 4 seconds later, I go. And as soon as I make room, you'll see Blummer take the runway and try to run us down. This runway just isn't quite wide enough to fit all 4 of us on it at once. Here he goes. Now we're all joined up, and it's time for us to do one quick run through of the diamond formation. Make sure we know exactly what our checkpoints look like and we fix what we were working on from yesterday before we check in with Lethal 27 near the ship. Alright, our speed brakes come out, our hooks go down, and now we start to work it in on bearing line as we switch to the slot cam and see Blummer come up in the slot, creeping it up, and we'll hold a good spot and do one last check. Now that that's figured out, let's check in with Lethal 27. Alright, so here's the deal. Lethal 27 is at the ceremony, looking at the schedule of events and watching the speakers, and giving us his best guess as to when the last speaker is going to finish. That's our soft TOT. After the last speaker finishes, the captain of the ship will assume command, set the first watch, and man the ship and bring her to life. And that's precisely when we want to be overhead. So we'll work our timing now off of our soft TOT, and we'll tighten that up as we get closer to the final speaker. A lot of moving pieces here. Let's see if we can put it all together. Alright, that new TOT is about 3.5 minutes out, and we're only 3 minutes from the ship. So you'll see Clover do a series of S-turns in order to slow down our downrange travel and make the timing work out. Alright, our speed brakes are out, our hooks are coming down, and now we're sliding up on bearing line, but careful to give Clover enough room to finish that last S-turn for timing. So we're currently left of course, and Clover's slowly bringing us back to the right as we put our nose right back on the ship. Just a little more turn, a little more, and now he's rolling out super smooth. Easy day. Now Liddy and I push it up on bearing line, and we start to bring it in. That was an advisory call from Lethal 11 to Lethal 27. No big deal. And now, I'm just looking left. I'm looking left, I'm looking left, I'm looking left. I'm not looking straight ahead, I'm not looking to the right. I'm just looking down Lead's wing line and making sure that I stay on Lead's bearing line. Then, I'm switching my scan to look at Lead's tailpipe, making sure it stays nice and flush on the end. On bearing line and with a good sight picture for the tailpipe is going to give me and Liddy the exact same wingtip distance from the lead aircraft. So we'll not only be on bearing line, where our angular component is the same, but we'll also have the same wingtip separation from the lead aircraft, which is exactly where we want to be. I'm a little tense, so I'm just trying to relax, wiggle my fingers, and hold the stick as lightly as I possibly can. Small deviations, small movements of the stick. And now Blummer in the slot is telling Liddy on the left side to tighten it up just a little bit so the 2 and 3 are equidistant from lead on bearing line. Okay, now that we got that figured out, we're just going to hold it. Now you can see we're approaching the New Harbor Bridge, and the USS Kingsville is right next to it. We're over her right now. Switching to the slot cam, you can see downtown Corpus Christi on the right side as we pan to the left. Looking good, guys. Here's what we looked like on the ground from the ship. Nice tight diamond formation. And right on time. Nailed it. Now we'll just hold that diamond formation for another mile or so until we're out of the sight of all the spectators. Meanwhile, the XO of the ship texifies the sailors on board, and the captain brings the ship to life. USS Kingsville, fair winds and following seas. Well guys, if you enjoyed the jam today, please like, leave a comment, subscribe. And let me know what you think in the comments about the commissioning of the USS Kingsville. Thank you for your continued support for this channel. Cheers. Welcome more Growler Jams.
See ya!